Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream. So I'm trying to use a different setup for my live streaming because I'm not going to be using the previous software that I was using, which was StreamYard. So we're trying to do something with OBS. I think the quality, the overall quality of the stream should be a lot better with OBS, to be honest. So I'm just gonna check one thing real quick. So today's topic is going to be Solana, specifically Solana projects and Solana's ecosystem. And this will be available as a video after the stream, so you can feel free to add some comments and let me know if I missed any projects. But just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so the video should be, let me know if the audio is fine, let me know if the video is fine. By the look of things, it should be. You can go to 1080, so it should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna move this thing. Okay, so the markets are doing good. Bitcoin's at $68,500 as of recording this video. Solana is up 8.9%. So we're gonna take a look at Solana. We're going to jump into the weekly chart, and as with a lot of projects, Solana has printed the wave 4, which is the corrective wave. A lot of altcoins are just beginning their wave 3 of their massive Elliott wave count, but for Solana, just like for Bitcoin, we have printed our wave 4, which is a corrective wave. We bounced off the 55 EMA, as you can see over here. We haven't even touched it. We had a wick here, but we didn't have a major bounce off of the 55. We did retest the 786 at $126, and I did give you that level as a really good buy limit order. Let me just try to remove that. There we go. So what we're expecting for Solana is a move all the way up to $600. That is going to be our conservative target for Solana. Of course, things could go even more parabolic. We could potentially get to $966, which is the 1.414 target. But overall, Solana is very bullish. Throughout the bear market, we have been covering Solana, and I did give you all of these major support levels at $14, at $8. All of that was given to the viewers of this channel, so hopefully you were able to get in. In terms of the oscillators, let's see what's going on. So we have good volume. We have the RSI recovering from the overbought. The stochastic is just about to start breaking out of the overall. It is breaking out of the oversold here. If we go to the monthly, let's see what's going on the monthly chart. So we are a bit more overextended, I want to say, on the monthly, obviously. So the 20 EMA over here, as you can see, is below us. In case of a major correction, the 20 EMA on the weekly is going to be a really, really good area to get into Solana. Personally, I do not hold any Solana. Unfortunately, I decided to stay away due to the FTX FUD, and I didn't want to risk it, even though probably it would have been a good idea to buy in below $10. Unfortunately, I didn't. But you can get all of the, you can't buy everything at bottom prices all the time. So that's something that I learned. Now let's switch over to the Solana CoinMarketCap page, which is over here. Let me just do this real quick. And if you want, you can send your altcoin requests. If it's a Solana coin, that is preferable, but at the end of the stream we'll take a look at your requests, and if you have any questions, feel free to send those in as well. But taking a look at Solana, it's a $75 billion market cap. Let's go to the coin perspective just to see what Solana's market cap could look like. Let's say if we got to $600, that's a $282 billion market cap. That's a 275% to the upside from the current prices. Is that something we can do? Possibly, but I would say this is more or less would be the top of the cycle for us. Again, I'm trying to be conservative. If we get up to $900, that's a $422 billion market cap, which is almost a 6x from the current prices. And with Solana, we have 80% of the total supply out in circulation. The tokenomics are looking pretty good. And Solana is just crazy. People are, I think half of the daily users in crypto are coming from Solana, if I'm not mistaken. It's a stat that I think I saw yesterday, which is insane. Obviously, that is insane. So Solana is bringing in a lot of people, and right now what I do want to do is go through a lot of, well, not a lot of, but we have around 10 altcoins on Solana, and we want to see which ones are good to buy. We're going to do a bit of research into each one of them, and then by the end of the stream, you'll have a good idea of which ones that I would personally be buying into. But Tristan Marshall, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you. I'm going to try to figure out a way to get the chat on into the live stream during the next video. Or during the next live stream, I should say. Can you cover XRP? We're going to take a look at XRP. When will Theta break out? Been waiting so long. I think Theta is doing pretty good, to be honest, compared to some other altcoins. How is ADA still so low? Doesn't make sense. Well, there is a major change in my portfolio with ADA. My patrons have been advised already. So feel free to check out the Patreon that's linked down below in the description. That's where we're going to have all of our podcasts, all of our trade alerts, portfolio updates, low cap gems that we don't cover on YouTube. So far, I think we have around 90 low cap gems, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to quickly double check. I don't want to be giving out false information, but let's take a look at our Patreon real quick. So this is our Patreon. And if we go to the collection section, these are just some of the posts that we do. So we have 93 low cap gem videos. We have 225 trade alerts. We have resources, almost 90 videos with resources, which is useful links, on-chain data, very useful information for trying to get the top of the cycle. We have Bitcoin technical analysis. We have a whole podcast series that we're doing. And we also have exit strategies for a bunch of altcoins. At the moment, we have 22 exit strategies for 22 different coins. I believe Injective, actually, it's 21 coins because Injective has 2 videos there. We updated the strategy for Injective because of how bullish it was. So feel free to check out our Patreon if you're interested in that sort of content. But let's start off with Solanium. So this is a launchpad on Solana. I have been in this thing for probably more than 2 years at this point. And I think my average is around, I want to say 70 cents or so. I'm not sure. But the idea with this is that you get an allocation into a new project that's launching on a Solana DEX, or sometimes they launch on centralized exchanges at the same time. And if you buy their Solanium tokens and you stake those tokens, the amount that you stake would determine your allocation. So if we go to stake, so I have tier 2, I believe, or tier 1, I can't remember exactly, but there you go. So tier 1 is 100 tokens, tier 2 is 1,000 tokens, I have tier 2, tier 3 is 5,000 tokens, tier 4 is 10,000 tokens, tier 5 is 50,000 tokens, and the last two tiers, which is tier 4 and 5, give you a guaranteed allocation, which means that you're always guaranteed to get an allocation, which means you can buy into the project whenever it is about to be launched. So they give you a few days before the token is launched, and then you're able to buy in. So for example, tier 1, 2, and 3, it would depend on the chance if they would get an allocation. With tier 4 and 5, they would also they would always be getting that allocation, which is, let's say, $200, $300 every single project. And you buy in with that $300. You don't have to buy in with the whole amount, but you buy in for the entire amount. Let's say it's $300, and then depending on the vesting schedule, you'll have those new tokens of the new project unlocked for you. Sometimes they have no vesting schedule, so the entire allocation is available for you. But essentially, this is a launch pad, and it's one of the biggest launch pads on Solana. They've had quite a few. Aether was launched on Solana. Interesting. I missed this one out, unfortunately. March 2024. Ether launched on Arbitrum 1. So as you can see, there are some good projects that are launching. Nosana was launched here as well, which is something that we're going to talk about in this live stream. Now, at the moment, if you take a look at the Solana price, let's jump into the price action. Solana on the weekly. So during the bear market is when I was recommending everyone to get into their launch pads. If they wanted to participate in launch pad IDOs, the bear market was the time to be getting in. So if you wanted to get into Solana, December, November 2022, August 2023, you could have bought 10, 20, 30, 40,000 tokens, and you could have had a lot of allocations. Now, from that bottom in December 2022, we went up approximately 2,800%, which was incredible. So even if you wanted to make some money with the token itself, you could have had a great opportunity to do that. Then from that top in December 2023, we're down approximately 83%, which if you look at the whole structure, it's not that bad. It honestly is not that bad. Let's add this support trend line here. And let's add a fib. So I'm just doing some quick TA here. So we're coming back down to the golden ratio. If you want to get into Solana at the moment, I would say you can if you really want to, but obviously the money you're going to be putting in is much higher. So personally, I wouldn't be doing that. I would not be doing that. And when I got into Solana, I can't remember exactly. I think it was somewhere around here back in 2022. That was like a 90% correction at that point, and I was like, okay, so this is probably a good time to be buying in. But of course, after that, we dumped even further down. So that's the first project, Solana. The market cap is extremely low. So if you're just buying this as a speculation, as in you just want to make money with the token itself without even participating in the IDOs, you can do that as well. So the markets that you can get this on is KuCoin, Mexi, Gate.io. Obviously, Radium is something you can look at. But just a quick note, be careful with the Phantom wallet. I have been hacked, I think 2 times with their Phantom wallet, which is a Solana wallet, for no apparent reason. The only platforms I was using is Solana and Radium, and for some reason I got hacked. The tokens were just withdrawn from my account, from my wallet, without my consent. So yeah, just be careful. What I would do is I would probably switch out all of these Phantom wallets every few months. I wouldn't stick to one for more than 3 months, just for security reasons. Pentarus and Elorm, how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? So anyone joining, welcome. Feel free to send in your altcoin request. I know we don't have the little pop-ins on the live stream like we usually do because I changed my software. We're going to try to figure all of that out. But for now, this is what we have. So Solanium is the first project. Next up we have Solana name service. So I remember looking at this one a while back, but this is an oldie. This is an old project, 2.2 billion, and look at that crash. That was an incredible crash there, from $11 to 1.7, and now we're down to 25. Just based on that alone, I don't really like the chart there. So we're almost done with our unlocks, which is really good. So 94.7% is unlocked, and then 5.3% are going to get unlocked by the end of November, by the looks of things. So that's pretty good. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Gate, KuCoin, MEXC. So the ticker is FIDA, and Bonfida is also known as, or rather is known as, the top infrastructure developer on Solana. This accolade has been earned from their contributions to the ecosystem by providing services and products that allow for the wider ecosystem to flourish. So Bonfida was their previous name. They switched to Solana name service, which is reminiscent of the Ethereum name service project on the Ethereum blockchain. Their contributions to the ecosystem include creating a new Serum core engine, simplifying the way users transact with Solana name service, the first perpetual swap on Solana, Odysseus, to name a few. As a result of these, their developers are highly respected within the Solana ecosystem. Bonfida has a simple yet realistic goal of providing products and services that will enhance the Solana blockchain for all users. Let's go to the website, Web3 identity for everyone. Way to represent yourself uniquely other than. So this means that you can essentially create your own address on the Solana blockchain. Collect and exchange names directly or as NFTs. Host projects with your unique and exotic domain name. Get verified so everyone knows it's really you. That's a really good point there. Quickly send and receive funds to human readable addresses. Yeah, so that's one of the problems they're trying to solve here, is to make the addresses easy. Liquid Soul, StoneX, Caldex, Lawtail, Transfer.Soul, most valuable domains, .soul. $60,000, interesting. So they have 80 plus projects that have been integrated with them. And so they have Brave, which is the browser that I'm on right now. I switched from Google not a long time ago, and I'm enjoying Brave. Brave is so much better. The only downside is the Google Maps isn't as good on Brave, but you can always just open Google for that. It's not a big issue. Point Network, Marlon, Solanart, Bandit Network. A lot of projects. Wormhole. Solana FM, SoulScan, X-Ray, Coin98, Soulflare, Trust Wallet, Phantom, Math Wallet. Okay, so they have a lot of integrations, which is very impressive. And here it's showing the Solana network is congested right now, causing delays, and some transactions might not go through. So this is one of the reasons why I don't really send money through Solana. I typically do it either through Cosmos, which is also very cheap and fast. Sometimes I just use the Tron chain. I use Polygon sometimes. I use Ton, which is really, I think with Ton it takes around 20 minutes, to be honest, if I remember correctly. So currently the transactions per second are sitting at 3,000. And here you can connect pretty much anything. So looks like a bullish project. Definitely looks like a bullish project. If you go to the past year, it hasn't done much, has it? Like if we go even in terms of the market cap, it hasn't even done much for some reason. Yeah, so it's going to be hard to expect 100x from something like this. It's an old project, that's one thing. 24 cents, is that? Yeah, that's the correct price there. If we go to the monthly. So this was during the Solana hype, obviously. Let's try to set up some conservative targets for this project. So we've taken the low from September last year to the top all the way back in November 2022. We're looking at $1.26. That does line up nicely with this previous support that is now going to be our resistance. In fact, I think I can just set up a block here. There we go. So that area there is going to be a major resistance level around $1.50. That's around $1.50. So let's go to the coin perspective and see what the market cap would look like if we had $1.60. So that's a $341 million market cap. That's almost 6.5x from here. And one FIDA would be worth $1. Okay, so I mean that is conservative in my opinion. I think that is possible for FIDA, but again, I wouldn't go past $1 billion because it hasn't shown much progress yet. We haven't really broken above the August 2022 high, which is a major resistance level for a lot of our projects. So I would be more conservative with bond FIDA, expecting $1.50, $1.30. I think that's possible, but that's about it. Okay, so the next project, let's see if I have any comments. Hi Zeke, I used to follow you a lot back in the days. You talked about MTV, Theta, VRA. Nice to see you in person. Hey there, Poke Boss. Welcome back to the channel. We still cover Theta. MTV, I abandoned that project because it's a dead project in my opinion. It's not really doing anything. And then VRA, I still hold VRA. We still do TAs on it on our live streams. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. Feel free to check out our Patreon. We also do a bunch of low caps there, a bunch of gaming coins such as VRA. We cover VRA quite often. Check out the meme coin Manaki. I knew people are going to be bringing their meme coins, but that's to be expected with Solana at this point. We're going to take a look at the meme coins as well. But something else that I want to touch on is Solana. So this is a GPU distributing or renting project in the deepen niche. So our mission is simple: make GPU hardware accessible to all. The platform has two main goals: providing AI users with flexible GPU access and allowing GPU owners to earn passive income by renting out their hardware. All powered by the NOS token. So we got into this, I believe, at $1.90-ish. And of course, we're up already just by a bit. Still, the market cap is extremely low, $110 million. This is very low, especially for Solana. So I would be expecting a 30x from here, a 20 to 30x for such a bullish project. Of course, we can go even higher than that. Like a $5 billion market cap is not out of the question for Solana. So let's go to the coin perspective. Solana, and let's just open up the price action chart real quick. And let's go to the daily. So Solana is pumping, that is good. Seemingly the entire Solana ecosystem is doing quite well at the moment, but we have a resistance level here from August 2024. And if you pay attention, you can actually see that this was our support back in June. So this area does have a bit of confluence, so that's why it's hard to break above it. But I do believe at some point, you know, once we have enough volume, we're going to break past this resistance and hopefully back test it as support afterwards. But look at this explosion that we had with Nosana from October 2023. I mean, that is 71,000%. I mean, that is crazy. So thankfully we were able to get in here. This was around a 75% correction from the local top, which is really good. That's a decent correction for me to start getting into a project, especially a bullish one. So it's in the Solana ecosystem, which is very bullish on its own. And then we have it in the GPU renting niche, which is going to be one of the biggest niches because there isn't enough GPU around. Thanks, bro. Looking forward to your TA. Yeah, MTV is done for sure. Well, I'm glad we agree on that. I mean, I didn't put a lot of money into MTV, and I believe I sold at a minimum profit. So it's not like I lost money with MTV, but it's just that, you know, you have to be able to switch from a project when you see that it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So right now with Nosana, let's say we get back up to our top from March 2024, which is $7.50. So let's go to 7.5. That's going to be a $625 million market cap, and that's a 226% to the upside. I think that's more than doable. The circulating supply is sitting at 83% from the total supply, and again, that's really bullish. Tokenomics are good for Nosana. Let's quickly jump into their website. Where AI meets decentralized compute, Nosana is your go-to marketplace for AI inference. Enjoy seamless access and scalability without long-term contracts or bottlenecks, just the compute power you need when you need it. So you can earn money with your GPUs because obviously if you rent it out, you get paid for it. Rent out your unused compute and earn while supporting the future of AI innovation. Very bullish niche. So here's the network summary. They have around 7,000 stakers, $68 million staked. $68 million stake. Now, here their market cap is sitting at 191 million as to the 100 on the CoinMarketCap page. So I think obviously their website is going to be more accurate. Let's go to SoulScan just to see what's going on there. So here the market cap is sitting even at a higher value, 228, but I believe this is their total supply. I believe that's their total supply market cap. Yeah. So this is the fully diluted market cap, 228, but the actual one right now is 191. So it's just 2x of what we have on CoinMarketCap. But regardless, I think that we're definitely going to at least get back up to the previous top at $7. But let's see if we can do something more than that. Let's go to the weekly chart and let's see what other possibilities we have. Okay, I'm going to remove the price tags just so they don't cover up the chart for us. So let's take this low from July 2024. And let's set up a Fibonacci retracement. So we have $9, $0.65, $12, and $16. So $16 would be our technical target for Nosana, and that is only after we break past this top here. So once we start making our way up, if we break past the first fib, then we're going to be looking at $16 as our target. If we go to the coin perspective again, let's set $16 as our target. That's a $1.3 billion market cap, and that's a 7x from the current prices. I think that's doable again. I think that's very doable for Nosana, but that's only a $1.3 billion market cap. Let's take it a step further. Let's say we get to, let's set $25 as the target just to see what the market cap would be like. Again, that's a $2.1 billion market cap, almost an 11x from the current values. I think $2 billion is more than doable if we enter a very, very bullish alt season for Solana coins, a Sol season, if you will. Then coins like Nosana are going to pump, coins like Solanium are going to pump, which we covered already. So I would say a bullish project like this, yes, it's always good to be conservative, but we have to understand the possibilities here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Solana name service is going to do a 40x just because we own the project, which I don't. But with Nosana, things are a bit different because it's a very bullish niche. It's a very bullish project. Again, it has been performing very well. The chart is amazing. So all of these facts point me to the conclusion that we could be going to a $2 billion market cap at least in this upcoming move to the upside. Thanks, bro. Looking forward to your TA. TV is done for sure. Solana's meme bot chain will not last, sadly. There are for sure a lot of meme coins on Solana at the moment, but I don't think that will necessarily, I don't think that's a signal that's telling us that Solana is going to go belly up. That's just my opinion, but maybe you can clarify why do you think that because it has memes and bots, it's not going to last? What do you think about Klaus or Klaus? I don't know what Klaus is. Okay, that's a meme coin. I mean, it's not like there can be an opinion on meme coins that's very different from an opinion on other meme coins. It's all meme coins, it's all the same thing. So we have 1 billion circulating. Okay, so the entire supply is out. I guess that's a good thing. It's on Uniswap, the only centralized exchange that I know, or yeah, MEXC, and then the other ones are not very relevant, but they do have a bit of volume here. $514,000 on XT.com, that's quite a lot. But if this thing lists on something like Binance or KuCoin, you're going to have a massive pump. Probably. But yeah, I can't really do anything with this meme coin. Welcome to Klaus. I used to be a top tier athlete, Olympic skier, living the dream, and now I'm a meme. So the reward and the utility is that you are a Klaus holder. Okay. Yes. Isn't just another meme coin. It's the precursor to some. Well, every single one of them isn't just another meme coin. That's something that you see on all of their websites. They're not just another meme coin. They're a special meme coin. But to be honest, the supply is surprising. 1 billion is actually surprising. That's very low. I was expecting to see something like 500 billion. It's supposed to compete with Pepe. Buy sell tax, liquidity burned, ownership renounced. Just for the sake of it, let's check the ownership with Token Sniffer. Just real quick. Okay, so it is renounced. Okay. So they're not lying there. I mean, again, for me, getting into meme coins is not like getting into any other crypto projects because this is actually gambling because there is no utility. It's just pure speculation. So I would say don't buy meme coins. Of course, not financial advice, but it has gone up by a bit in the past week or so. Oh, it actually went up 10x in the past week or so. Wow. That is impressive. Well, it's not really impressive because meme coins do this all the time, but I mean, yeah, if you got into Klaus back then, great. If you got into it right now, I'd probably wait for a retracement. All right, let's move over to the next project. Okay, so we covered Solanium, we covered Solana name service, we covered Nosana. Let's take a look at Drift. So Drift is a fully on-chain perpetual and spot DEX built on Solana. The exchange offers traders the ability to trade pre-launch markets and launch tokens with up to 10x leverage. Again, something that I'm not a fan of, leverage trading. I do not like leverage trading whatsoever. So place your predictions. Okay, so they have betting as well. I mean, yeah, this is not something that I'm interested in. Lightning fast speeds. Drift is built on Solana to leverage its 100 millisecond finality for seamless trade and yield opportunities, cross margin and yield bearing system, world-class risk management. Okay. Is the team doxed with this project? You can stake. Let's take a look at what they have here in the staking section. Vote on proposals, earn fuel. Earn 10 fuel for every drift staked for 28 days. This is just the first step. Stay tuned for details on how to get involved. Okay. So if we go to the markets, this is listed on Coinbase, Kraken, Gate. So if Coinbase is listing such a project, that definitely means they're one of the backers. So let's go to CryptoRank, and let's go to Drift Protocol, and let's go to fundraising. Okay, no Coinbase, interesting. Interesting. And the market cap is very low, $100 million. The fully diluted market cap is $454. 54 million, obviously. So we don't have Binance, we don't have Gate, and we have every other exchange. We have Bybit. We don't have Bitmart. We have BitTrue. Yeah, so if these guys get a Binance listing, that's obviously going to be a really bullish thing for the price action. But now we're getting to the unlock section. So November 2025, November 13th specifically, is when you're going to start getting a bunch of unlocks. So with these unlocks, the supply is going to get diluted because you're going to have more tokens in circulation, and that can add more selling pressure. So once people start selling, the price, it's going to be very hard for the price to go up. You have new tokens added to the circulation, and you have selling pressure coming from the people that get their tokens unlocked. So the first one is going to be November 16th. Oh, sorry, is that 2025? That's true, it's November 2025. So until November 2025, you have enough time to make money with the project if you're looking to invest into a project like this. Yeah, so right now you only have 120 million Drift tokens until November 2025. So if you'd like to make some money with this, by all means, right now is the time to get into Drift. What is the biggest narrative out there right now, and what do you predict the next one will be? So right now, obviously, AI and DePIN are the biggest narratives. Gaming is number 3, I would say. But what's the next one? That's very hard. That's a very deep question. I think the next big one, really big one, is going to be RWA. But maybe it's not going to get as big this bull market, but maybe the next bull market RWA is going to be the niche to be in, because AI is probably going to die down a little, but RWA is just going to be gaining momentum from this bull market into the next one. So I think RWA is going to be the next big one. Tokenizing real world assets for businesses, that's a really, really easy thing because they don't have to pay all that money for the transactions. They get very cheap fees and they can essentially move around billions of dollars across the blockchain. So I think RWA is going to be the next big thing, but I'm just a guy on the internet. I could be wrong. So next project is Marla. Is it Marlin or Marla? I'm not sure. We're going to say Marlin for now. So $97 million market cap. The token ticker is POND, P-O-N-D. And this is an oldie as well, trading since January 2021. They're listed on Binance, on Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, Gate. So pretty much any major exchange. And they have 80% of the total supply out in circulation, which is good. Let's go to the token unlocks here. So they have constant unlocks, but it doesn't look like it's very aggressive unlocks. Again, because most of the supply has been unlocked already. And they don't have the vesting here on CryptoRank, which is fine. Let's go to the About section. Marlin is an open protocol that provides a high-performance programmable network infrastructure for DeFi and Web3. The nodes in the Marlin network, called metanodes, operate the Marlin VM, which provides a virtual router interface for developers to deploy customized overlays and perform edge computations. Notable overlays that can be built using Marlin include low-latency block multicast to scale blockchains, low-latency mempool sync for arbitragers. That was a mouthful. Mesh networks, anonymity networks, device optimization. Okay, let's go to the website real quick. Scalable core process for decentralized compute. The GPU for on-chain execution. Marlin allows computations to be delegated to off-chain microservices with proofs and attestations verified on-chain. So they're doing GPA delegation as well. Data and logic of computations carried out off-chain are not visible on-chain or to the host machine in the case of enclaves and cryptographic schemes. We know one size doesn't fit all. Easily express your trust, cost, and performance preferences. Oyster and Calypso. So these are the two protocols that are built using Marlin. Okay, so again, this is not for the everyday user, obviously, but is this something that we can make money with? I think anything in the GPU niche is going to be very bullish, especially if it's on the Solana blockchain or in the Solana ecosystem at least. So let's take a look at the price action chart. Okay. So surprisingly, this is actually not surprisingly because Solana is supposed to be bullish, but this is doing really well. We can identify a resistance block right over here. Let me just fix that up real quick. So that resistance area is going to be a big issue for us moving forward. So the correction from March is about 75%, which is very similar to what other projects have gone through. What I do want to check is the token dilution. Okay, so the market cap has already passed the all-time high, and the all-time high price here was 26 cents. Okay, so if you're looking for the same all-time high price, I'm telling you the market cap is not going to be the same. So if the market cap back in April 2021 was $182 million. So let's say now you want to get back up to 26 cents, you want to get back up to the same market cap or to the same price action. The market cap is going to be $2.1 billion because of all of the unlocks. So now the question you should be asking is not whether the project can get back up to its all-time high price, but whether the project can get back up to its all-time high of market cap. Because getting back up to the same, or I think I worded that a bit weirdly, but essentially you have to ask yourself whether this project can get to $2 billion market cap, because it's possible, but it's going to be quite a stretch. Again, it's in the GPU deepen narrative. If we go to the, there we go. So Marlin tags, DeFi, zero knowledge, scaling, AI, distributed computing, Web3, and deepen. So very bullish niches. So $2 billion is not far-fetched, if we're being honest. By the very end of the bull market, it's possible that we're going to get to 2 billion, but just understand that that means you're going to at least retrace back up to 23 cents, and that's going to be it. So we're not expecting any major new all-time highs in terms of price action. Just understand that. Because some people that bought in during the previous cycle here, they might be looking, if they bought, let's say, at 15 cents, they might be looking to sell at 60 cents. But just understand that if you're waiting for a 60 cents pawn token, that's a $5 billion market cap. That's a 50x from the current prices. Do you think that's possible? If you think that's possible, by all means, you can set up those limit orders and you can be expecting 60 cents. But personally, I would play it safe and I would wait for at least the previous all-time high. Depends on how soon we get there, depends on how bullish this project gets, and then we'll have to readjust from there if anything changes. But as of right now, I would say the previous all-time high is what our target for this bull market is going to be like. Okay, now the next project is going to be Jupiter. So guys, if you have any altcoin requests, feel free to send them in. We're going to take a look at your altcoins after we're done with the Solana coins. And if you have any questions in general, send them in. I'll answer all of them after we're done with this. We're going to try to go a bit quicker. So Jupiter, I believe this is a DEX on Solana. Yep, this is a DEX, and I think it had a massive launch. March 2024 got to $1.80. Since then, it has seen roughly a 50% to 60% correction, which is not bad. So we have only 13.5% out in circulation from the total 10 billion tokens. And we have 86.5% untracked. So why is it untracked? Let's go to CryptoRank and let's search for Jupiter. Am I doing something wrong? There we go. Okay, let's go to the vesting. Max supply 10 billion. Untracked 86%. Okay, so they have 10% unlocked for the initial airdrop. That was unlocked, obviously. Launch pool, active staking rewards, fully unlocked. Loans and immediate liquidity pool needs are unlocked. So you have launchpad fee, you have community needs, you have other liquidity needs, community, coast, multi-sig, and the team. The team holds 40%. Oh my god, that is a lot. Usually when it's above 10%, I'm like, maybe it's a little bit too much, but 40%, good lord, that is a lot. I mean, that is a red flag, to be honest, the 40%. And it's untracked because we don't Doesn't seem like we have any information on the team vesting. So 40% for the team, that's a massive red flag in my opinion. So if you own Jupiter and you haven't looked at the tokenomics, make sure you do that. Because this is crazy. Now, Jupiter is available on Binance, Bybit, OKX, Upbid, Kraken, Gate.io, Bitfinex, and HTX. So this is one of the most advanced swap aggregation engines. Jupiter excels in delivering essential liquidity infrastructure for the Solana ecosystem. Moreover, Jupiter is actively expanding its DeFi product offerings, featuring a comprehensive suite that includes limit order, DCA, bridge comparator, and perpetuals trading. You can't really go without the perpetuals, am I right? Let's go to token sale. So this was their IDO at the start of the year. So it went up 68%, and the all-time high ROI was 263%, which is not bad, I guess. But do we have any backers to take a look at? It doesn't show us any backers. Well, regardless, the 40% team holding is a major red flag for me, so this would be a no-no for me. And the market cap is already quite high, $1.25 billion, so I would say probably a 10x is... only a 10x would be expected from such a market cap. But again, depends on how bullish and how much volume the Solana ecosystem is going to get and generate. So if this gets to 20 billion, okay, but are you willing to invest with the team holding 40%? They could start dumping anytime because it's untracked per CryptoRank. So I would say be careful. Next up we have Helium. And I believe this one switched from Cosmos not too long ago. Helium is a decentralized blockchain-powered network for Internet of Things devices. Launched in July 2019, the Helium mainnet allows low-powered wireless devices to communicate with each other and send data across its network of nodes. Nodes come in the form of so-called hotspots, which are a combination of a wireless gateway and a blockchain mining device. Users who operate nodes thus mine and earn rewards in Helium's native cryptocurrency token, HNT. I believe they have a lot of 1 million hotspots. That is crazy. Let's view the network coverage. This is their heat map. So look at that. Europe is pretty much... So they've got a lot over here. That's Germany and Belgium, I think. And then Switzerland, they've got quite a bit there. Italy, even some in Ukraine, a bunch in Kiev, which is where I'm from. Interesting. And in the Middle East too. Oh my god, look at that. A lot of them in... Okay. Interesting. Cyprus too. And then Asia. That is impressive. Lots of them in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan. Very interesting. And then this is obviously North America. Or this is the United States specifically. Nothing much in Canada. Although there are some. Montreal's got a lot. And then look at this around New York and New Jersey. Okay, so enough of that. Enough of the map scrolling. Circulating supply 171 helium. Does that match? it's just close to what CoinMarketCap has. So the project has to update their CoinMarketCap information. So this is the device they're selling. By deploying a Helium hotspot in your home, office, or elsewhere in the wild, you can provide your town with wireless network coverage for low power Internet of Things or cellular devices and earn Helium tokens. Mining Helium tokens with hotspots is done via radio technology, not expensive or wasteful GPUs. So this is their way of being more green, which is good. Build networks, hotspots work together to form a new global wireless network and undertake proof of coverage. Choose your hardware. Hotspots are built by a variety of vendors to suit your needs. Helium is used by Agulus, Digital Matter, Lone Star, One Planet. Scalable, affordable, LoRaWAN compatible, and open alternative. Okay, so let's go back up. So this is their hotspot. Below are the hotspot models that have so far been approved by the Manufacturing Compliance Committee, which governs hotspot onboarding. Please do your own research, as a vendor listing does not equal endorsement or recommendation. Hotspots on the network are randomly and automatically assigned proof of coverage tests to complete, passing and witnessing tests, and that will earn them Helium tokens. Relay device data. Hotspots earn Helium tokens for transferring device data over the network. The more device data hotspot transfers, the more it earns. This is very interesting. How are the tokens earned? Okay, so I'm actually gonna look into this because this is quite interesting and very unique. $1.15 billion market cap. And Helium is not even on Binance. That's the crazy thing. We don't have Binance. We have every other exchange besides Binance. So when a Binance listing comes, that's probably going to be... That's probably going to cause a major spike in the price action. So let's go to the price action chart. I said I wanted to go through this quicker, but I do want to give each project just a bit of time. So Helium, we did some TA on this recently, and I believe it was on our YouTube channel. So if you'd like a separate video on Helium, you can take a look at that. It's going to be in my upload feed on my YouTube channel. So right now Helium is in between two support EMAs. At the moment, that's the 20 EMA on the weekly and then the 55 EMA on the weekly here. And then you also have the yellow support trend line, which can act as your support if you drop below the EMAs. That can be a really good entry point. So be on the lookout for that. If you want to set up some buy limit orders around that area, feel free to do that. Now, in terms of our targets to the upside, what I want to do is I want to take a look at the vesting schedule, because if this thing has a very aggressive vesting schedule, that could be... Okay, not really. 76% is out in circulation. Okay, let's compare then. Let's compare the all-time high price with the current market cap that we would have if we got back to the same all-time high. So $53 for Helium. $53 would put us at a $9.1 billion market cap. And then back in 2021, when we got to $52, we were sitting at $5.4 billion. So now the market cap almost has to double for us to get back up to those same prices. So again, that's something to keep in mind. If you're expecting new all-time high prices, I'd probably not do that with Helium, unfortunately, due to the dilution. So 77% of the max supply is out. Again, not saying it's a bad project because of that. It looks like it's an amazing project, but you have to manage your expectations. Okay, so we're gonna try to do this a little bit quicker. Radium. This is a DEX. I've used Radium a lot. I really like Radium. I don't like the Phantom wallet, and I believe there was some other Solana wallet that I used, but all of them, not all of them, okay, but the ones that I used have caused me to lose money. Just letting you know. So be careful using Radium. You don't want to hold a lot of money on these DEX wallets, on these, you know, trust wallets and so on, because you could get hacked. And I got hacked with MetaMask, for example, and no one's going to help you out. No one can give you back the money. This is not like a centralized exchange that can halt the transaction or freeze some assets. If the money is withdrawn from your account, then there's nothing you can do. That is why you want to be using a ledger. You want to be using a cold storage wallet that will prevent all of this from happening. Or at least, you know, minimize to 99% the risk of losing your assets because of someone withdrawing the money. Now, taking a look at Radium. So this is an extremely undervalued project. The TVL is $1.5 billion. That's what CoinMarketCap is telling us. What we can do is we can go to DeFi Llama and just verify that for ourselves. If we go to Radium, total value locked 1.5 billion. Amazing. This is a really good sign for anyone who's holding Radium tokens. And if we take a look at the market cap and compare that to the price action chart, it looks like we have a bit of token dilution. So let's go to the all-time high, which was $16.60. And we're just going to see what the market cap is going to look like at the moment if we get back up to that same price. It's going to be a $4.4 billion market cap. And back in 2021, that was a 1.6, or rather $1.2 billion market cap. So this means that we have to double our market cap to get back up to those same prices. And that's just the reality of the situation with a lot of these projects. As you can see, some of them are not going to be able to get back up to their same all-time high prices from 2021 because of token dilution, because there's going to be much more money required to move the price up. So it's very basic logic, but a lot of people ignore this and they buy into projects thinking that they can blow past their all-time high just because we're in a bull market. But that's not how things work, unfortunately. Now, I do hold some Radium. I do have some Radium, full disclosure, but again, I'm not expecting a 100x from this project. So we hold, out of the projects that we mentioned so far, I hold Solanium, Nosana, and Radium. Haven't bought into any other projects at the moment. So Radium, we're gonna go to their DEX real quick. Very, very easy to use. I love how simple it is. I think they've even updated the interface a bit, which looks nicer now. Looks less like Uniswap, which I like. But that's about it for Radium. Just a quick recap there for anyone who was thinking of getting into Radium or who has Radium. But if we take a look at the price action chart real quick, let's see what's going on. So we had, just like with Solanium, we had a massive, massive move to the upside. You could have been able to do a 21x with Radium. And you're sitting at $2.34 at the moment. Very, very bullish setup here. Our next major resistance is going to be over here at roughly $6. And then we can also set up an additional fib. On this smaller fractal from the bottom in June to the top in March 2024. And we get a technical target at 1.618 at $4.20. From the current prices, that is around 78%. So I would say Radium is likely to get to $3 to $4 billion market cap, roughly around the all-time high, and I would say it's unlikely we're going to blow past $5 billion market cap. But that's just me. That's just me, because we have a lot more DEXs in general, and we have a lot more Solana dexes. Like we covered, I think 2 of them already. So we covered Jupiter and what was the other one? I think, okay, we only covered 1. But there are multiple Solana dexes, so it's going to be harder for Radium to, it's going to be harder to get all that volume. So Radium, Jito. So the next one is Jito, or I think that's the right way you spell the name or say it. $295 million market cap. Jito Network is a major contributor to the Solana ecosystem through its Jito Sol liquid staking pool and its collection of MEV products. Users can exchange their Sol for Jito Sol. In return, holders maintain Sol's liquidity and DeFi opportunities while earning yield from staking. Jito Sol uniquely provides its holders with additional rewards from transaction revenue associated with MEV extraction on Solana. Maximum extractable value describes profit opportunities attributable to the specific order of transaction execution. For example, a large swap on Orca can lower the pool's price below that of Radium's or Serum's. Traders will raise to profit from that price difference, and this arbitrage is considered MEV. Okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting that you can have price difference between pools depending on large swap. That actually makes sense. And let's go to the markets. So Binance, Orca, Coinbase, Bybit, OKX. Full disclosure, I like OKX. I'm not sponsored or anything, but really good exchange. I recommend everyone check out OKX. Kraken, Gate. Okay, let's go to the website now. Yeah, so in terms of the market, you have everything except crypto.com, I believe. No, you have crypto.com. So you have this token available on literally every single exchange. TVL 13.5 million Solana, 115,000 holders, 7.8 APY. Not a lot, but it's enough. Okay. TVL in pool 13.4. Number of validators 202. How it works. So deposit Sol into the pool. The Jito stake pool delegates your Sol to MEV enabled validators, and those validators auction off block space and receive MEV rewards. These MEV rewards are redistributed to the stake pool as extra APY. Your Jito Sol accrues MEV rewards in addition to staking rewards. So you're kind of making money on both ends of the equation, which is nice. Oh, you can use Brave. I haven't used Brave Wallet yet. Let me know if you have. But Phantom is... I'm never using Phantom again. This wallet is... I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the code, but I literally had 2 of my Phantom wallets hacked. So just be careful, guys. I'm just giving you a friendly warning. Okay, so the project hasn't been trading for that long, since December 2023. And let's take a look at the price action chart. Jito staked Sol. I don't think I want to take a look at the staked Sol. Let's go to watch list. Let's go to Jito. So we did take a look at this before. Now, it looks like we're trying to break out, but the 20 EMA is keeping us down. We've had this happen before in September, but even back in August. The 20 EMA is being a very, very strong resistance. And then you have a solid support level at $1.90. That's a good entry point for anyone looking to buy some Jito. Below that, we have $1.55. As long as we hold this level from January, we should be good to go. So there's not a lot to cover with the price action because this is a brand new project, not a lot of chart history, but if we take a look at this bottom to the top with the fib, $7.34 is going to be our technical target. Just right there. And if we go to the coin perspective with Cheeto, $7.30, that's going to be roughly a $1 billion market cap with 217% to the upside from the current values. Now, they only have 12 or around 13% of the total supply out in circulation. So that's another thing that you want to keep in mind. Let's take a look at the vesting schedule. Cheeto Labs, vesting. And let's go to chart. So they don't have any unlocks until December. And from there, we're going to start getting token dilution. So if you want to get into this just for a few months, maybe that's a good idea, but we're going to start getting some unlocks very, very soon. Timeline. So the first unlock is going to be November 7th. That's going to be a very, very small unlock of 0.8% of the total supply. But then after that, December 7th, we're going to be having a massive unlock. So from 10% of circulating supply, you're going up to 23.6%. To 23.6%, that's more than 2x of the supply. And after that, it's going to be more or less linear. So I would say you can buy into this until December 7th. And then if you really want to be safe, I'd probably get in after December 7th. Because there's definitely going to be some sort of a retracement or a correction, because that's going to be a lot of tokens dumped into the circulation with Cheeto. Now the last project that I want to show you guys, and we've taken a look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the 10th Solana altcoin, and this is Audius. And the ticker is Audio. And this is an old project as well, trading since October 2020, around 4 years. The all-time high is $3.70. It's available on most centralized exchanges, including Binance, Coinbase, Upbit, KuCoin, Gate.io. No OKX though. I don't see OKX there. Audius is a decentralized music streaming protocol initially built on the POA network, but now living on Solana, so they switched over to Solana. Audius was launched to remedy the inefficiencies of the music industry, which is plagued by intransparent music rights ownership and intermediaries standing between artists and their audience. Audius aims to align the interests of artists, fans, and node operators through its platform powered by its native audio token. I remember this thing pumping in 2021 like crazy. Like it went from 50 cents to $3. Just crazy. Madness. But the entire total supply is out in circulation by the looks of things. Their vision is, I understand why they want to do what they want to do, but I don't know if they will be allowed to become big, if you know what I mean. Because the music industry is not a very friendly environment. In terms of, you know, the big corporations and their contracts and their money making, you know, they don't want to give that power away. So that's one little thing to understand. And then if we go to the, I do want to take a look at the Sol scan. So market cap $1.4 billion, current supply 11.3. Hold on, what? 11.3 million. Why does it have 11.3? So all of those are contracts, but what is this one? This one has around $112,000 worth of audio. claim reward at, seems that this is some sort of a contract. Okay, so I do want to take a look at the $3.70. Just want to compare the price action and the market cap of 2021 to that of today. So that was $3.7. Okay. So $4.7 billion market cap in order for us to get back up to the same all-time high. Again, the previous market cap of the all-time high price was $1.25 billion. Right now it needs to be 4.7. So this is more than a 3x. This is more than a 3x to get back up to the same all-time high price. So just understand that, guys, before you pile into these projects thinking that you're going to make millions because they're going to break their all-time highs. Can this project get to a $4.7 billion market cap? I honestly don't know. If they're gonna get a lot of partnerships with some big artists, that's the only way I think that they're gonna be able to generate some actual hype. And again, I'm not that involved in the music industry, so I don't know what the situation is with Audius. Is there anyone talking about it? Doesn't seem like it, but as you can see, we're even we've slightly dropped below our bear market low here. So technically we're still in a bear market for Audius, and as long as we are below this yellow trend line, we can't really be bullish. So we have to break past the low resistance above us, back test it as support. From there we might be looking at some upside potential, but as of right now, I'm not going to be assuming things until there is a shift in Audius. I'm not going to be bullish on the project. So that's the situation with Audius right now. And to be honest, it's very hard to imagine this thing getting to a $4.7 billion market cap. It just is. Okay, so let's go through the comments. Let's see if you guys have any requests before we end the stream. We've been going for an hour and 17 minutes. So we're going to be wrapping up probably in the next 15 minutes. So let's see. So the first request from Tristan Marshall on XRP. So XRP is something that I held in my $10 portfolio where we bought 50 coins and we put $10 into each one of them. XRP made me like, I believe 50% or something, because we got in at 25 cents, very, very low. But since then, it hasn't been doing anything. Yeah, we got in sometime here in June 2022. And it's, you know, XRP is doing XRP things. If we have some major updates from the SEC lawsuit, maybe we'll have a major pump. Like we had that pump in July 2023 when it was announced that it's not a security. But unfortunately, we couldn't maintain that hype. So let's add that over there. So we are in some sort of a symmetrical triangle as well. That's something to keep in mind. So we could have some sort of an explosion, some sort of a breakout here from this pattern, and potentially we could be retesting this level at $1.71, which is the all-time high from 2021. That's the bullish scenario for XRP. I'm not going to be giving you some $10 expectations like a lot of people are, unless you're super bullish on what XRP is doing, which I don't know why you would be, because they're working with central banks. Then by all means, you can buy into XRP and you can, you know, wait for whenever they actually achieve what they want to achieve. Also, they've claimed they're not really a cryptocurrency because they don't really have the same goals as most cryptocurrencies, which is decentralization, which is transparency, and so on. But these guys are working with central banks across the world in order to assert control and to help the governments and the central banks control the money. But that's obviously what we are against as people who are buying into crypto, or at least I assume that's what most people want. So $1.60 was our target here for XRP. From the current values, that's going to be a 3x. A 3x is what I'm expecting for XRP within the realms of this bull market. Check out meme coin Manaki. It's on Sol Chain. Okay, let's check that one out. Again, I'm not a big fan of meme coins, but I'll take a look at them because you guys request them. Okay, so this thing hasn't done anything, and it just launched like 6 months ago. It's available on Radium, on Gate.io. Quite a few dexes. Like, I'm not sure what you guys are expecting when you're buying meme coins. Like, you're expecting to make a lot of money, but it's very high risk, like super high risk. Especially when they're just copy-paste versions of each other. What is that? Principal. Sheffield. Wow, these guys got a... They became the sponsors of a football team? Sheffield United. What is Sheffield United? Okay, so it's a second-tier English club, but still, that is impressive. That is impressive. Anyway, like, I don't recommend buying meme coins. I'm not going to be buying into meme coins myself because it quite literally is gambling. There is no use case. It's just all about hype. So I'm probably not going to be buying Manaki, but you know, there is not a lot to say about the price action chart either because it's a new project. It's just printing lower highs all the time. Let's see if we can open it up over here. Manaki. There we go. So is that the accurate price? I don't think that is the accurate price. Let's see if I can pull it up over here. So I think there are price divergences a little bit between exchanges, which is expected. There's not a lot of liquidity. Let's go to the daily chart. Just like that. So that's our support. And we've got this resistance over here, keeping us down for now. So you're going back and forth between this resistance and the support below. At some point, we could have an explosion. Like, I think once the Solana coins start running, once we get into an alt season or a Sol season, then we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of these meme coins pump. Yes, it's pure speculation. I agree on that. Chart looks bullish, so I was thinking of buying a small bag. What is your highest conviction coin for this cycle? That's a good question. So at the moment, in terms of very like well-established coins, I'd probably say Near Protocol is going to be my #1 conviction coin. But we do have some other ones that are in my portfolio that I don't want to mention right now because we mentioned them on Patreon, so I don't want to give too much away. But if anyone wants to join the Patreon and join for free for 2 weeks and get access to all of my 900 posts since late 2021, you can do that and check out all of my portfolios and everything and make your own decisions based on that. There was plenty of time to accumulate radium under 20 cents. No point buying at $2.40. My point exactly. My point exactly. Salam, bro, and everyone. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Okay, so hello, Hazik. Is it possible to look at Ergo, ERG? Hello there, my friend. Let's take a look at Ergo. 51.9 million. Okay, so this is quite an old project. Okay, we don't have any major listings from the looks of it. Gate, KuCoin, and HTX are the biggest ones at the moment. Let's take a look at CryptoRank. (79.8% of the total supply is out in circulation. And we don't have any information on the backers. Okay, so what is this project? The Ergo platform aims to provide an efficient, secure, and easy way to implement financial contracts that will be useful and survivable in the long term. Ergo describes itself as a self-amendable protocol that reportedly allows it to absorb new ideas and improve itself in a decentralized manner. That is a very, very generic description. Powering the future of finance. Ergo is a next-generation smart contract platform that ensures the economic freedom of ordinary people through secure, accessible, and decentralized financial tools. So 95.5% was the public allocation in 2019. Circulating supply is 78 point... Okay, that's pretty accurate. Optional privacy. Privacy must remain an option to protect autonomy. Privacy is the ability to create barriers and erect boundaries to create space for the individual. Research-led and real-world focused. Draws on 10 years of blockchain development, complementing tried and tested principles with the best peer-reviewed academic research into cryptography, consensus models, and digital currencies. I don't like that it's gray on gray. It's very hard to read. If it was white, it would have been much better. So, ordinary users who do not run a full node should enjoy the same security benefits as miners. Non-interactive pools allow us to make and verify transactions with complete confidence without needing the storage bandwidth. Sigma protocols, which is meme-worthy, are the foundation of Ergo's smart contracts. They allow for a class of efficient zero-knowledge protocols that enable us to implement sophisticated tasks that would otherwise be impossible. Do they have their own wallet? Partners Flux, that's a really bullish project of mine. Cardano. I'm a company, I'm a developer. So this is an oldie, but it looks like it retraced back to its all-time high from 2017 in the previous bull cycle. And that was a $590 million market cap. So what is going to drive the market cap up this time? We don't have any Binance listings, and it's been 5 years since the ICO, so I don't know what is the reason one would buy this token unless he's like super invested into the project and what they're doing. But by the looks of things, it's not very unique to what everyone else is doing. All of the other layer ones and security protocols. So I would say this is a no for me due to the fact it's an old project, no major listings, and the current market cap is very low. So there is potential there to make some money. The tokenomics are doing okay, around 80%, but again, if you're looking for a 10x, I would say a 10x is possible. Back to the, let's actually check the price action chart and just see what the market cap would look like right now. That's not the one. So let's say $18. That's going to be a $1.4 billion market cap. Okay. A $1.4 billion market cap to get up to the same price of the previous bull market top. So it's going to be almost a 3x from those values, or from the current values that we have right now. So I think we're not even going to get back up to the same all-time high prices, to be honest. So unless you have something that is very bullish about this project, some piece of news that you want to share, I don't really... Low as possible. Layer 1 proof of work coin. Now they're bridging ADA, Bitcoin, and ETH together. I mean, ADA doesn't have much traction right now. ETH and Bitcoin, that's a different topic, because they are very, like with Bitcoin, we have projects building on Bitcoin now. So let's see if that does anything. You know, let's see if that's going to be a game changer. I do have it saved here to my watch list, so I looked at this before. But that should be it for this live stream, guys. It was quite a long one because we haven't done one in a while, so I wanted to kind of do you guys a solid one. But that is it for this live stream. Hopefully you learned something useful. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will try to be back with a live stream as soon as possible. Usually we do live streams every Saturday and Sunday, but I'm going to try to do them over the weekdays as well. I've been trying to get my schedule to readjust my schedule so that we can do that every day, but it's a bit of a challenge, but I'm trying to get there with Rosenbridge. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on this throughout our live streams. You're free to come back later on in future live streams, and we can update ourselves on that. Nowadays, they're going to list the coin on Uniswap. Okay. Well, that's going to be good if they have a Uniswap listing. But, yeah, only one DEX. But we do need Binance. We do need Binance. We need Kraken. We need OKX. So we'll see. All right. I want to thank you all for watching, guys. Make sure to check out the links down below in the description. Make sure to check out our Patreon, which is, again, linked down below. We've shown it just for a few seconds, but I'm going to show it again. So this is some of the collections that we have on our Patreon in terms of our posts. And if you want to take a look at the memberships, we have a 14-day, or rather 7-day free trial. And you essentially get access to all of my content for 7 days for absolutely free. And you're able to roam around, take a look at all of my portfolios, trade alerts, podcast sessions, all of that. And then you can decide whether you want to stick around or not. But that should be it, guys.